Good afternoon and welcome to the 2015 Travelers Curling Championships at the Ottawa Hunt and Golf Club in Ottawa, Ontario. My name is Barb Williamson. Today we're featuring a game between Ontario, who are at 4-0 in their record so far, and they are playing against a team from Nunavut, who are 0-5. We're almost ready to get going here, and I'm joined by
Ken Thompson from Cataraqui and Kingston. And Barb, Ontario's undefeated, as you said, and the other 5 games we have on the ice are very key games for some of the teams trying to make the top 3 in their pools. And we'll be reviewing those scores as we go along through this game, just to keep you up to date.
an interesting note from the Nunavut team. Just as they were heading out on the ice, they were telling me that these curling pants that they're wearing today, they're wearing them for the first time, and the characters on their pants actually represent the Nunavut alphabet. So it's quite interesting, and I don't really know what they say, but they do represent the characters in their alphabet.
Nice touch, it is. Yes. And that speaks to this, what a wonderful event this is to have curlers from all over the country coming here to compete in this national championship.
You know, it's pretty awesome, Ken. They as we start going through some of the bios here for the Nunavut team, some of them are virtually new curlers, and they're already at a national championship.
That's got to be pretty thrilling. There, I know they're having their struggles on the ice, but they only got ice to curl on at their home club about a week ago, I understand. So they haven't had a whole lot of opportunity to get out and practice this year.
I actually heard that they stopped in Winnipeg on the way here for 2 days and threw some rocks, so kudos to them.
Yeah, that's dedication, isn't it?
I'll say. So it looks like Ontario are throwing the first rock, so Nunavut got the draw to the button, won the draw to the button for Hammer. Good for them.
Well, this Ontario team, Barb, it's kind of a family affair, isn't it?
Yeah, the lead is the mother of the second and the third. And they also have another daughter here viewing, and they have a tiny little baby with them, so they're truly well represented here, this Cook family.
It's like 3 generations of cooks.
So they've called for the first one into the rings. It slipped into the back 4, but looks like Ontario are going to want to have rocks in play against this Nunavut team.
And Skip Angela Dale has called for her lead to throw a corner guard.
So this lead for Nunavut was originally born in Scotland, and she is probably the newest Canadian at this championship. She became a Canadian citizen last week.
Yep.
Isn't that
Whoa.
Awesome. So the skip called for a corner guard, and it looks like she's come up a bit strong. And it slips right through the rings.
Got to think playing in this venue here is a lot different than when they play back home. I understand it's a 2-sheet club that they play in.
Yeah. And one of the members of the club is the curling club manager. One of the members of this team manages the curling club.
And that's the Kavik Curling Club in Rankin Inlet, Nunavut. Also, reading in their bio information, Rankin Inlet's a small community, and there are no roads into Rankin Inlet.
Yeah, fly in only.
Fly in only.
So Laura slipped a bit deep there, Ken, and she's creating a little bit of a pocket opportunity here for Nunavut to come and sit on. Not where they really wanted to be.
No.
Well, Laura's a very veteran curler. She's been curling for a lot of years, and I personally have curled against her on a number of occasions at the senior level, intermediate level, senior mixed level. She's well known.
Do you know how long their team's been together?
Well, I know Laura was personally, she was injured for the last 2 years, so really hasn't been playing much. So as a team from the Guelph Curling Club, I don't really know how long they've been playing together.
Here's one of the daughters, Aaron Cook, throwing his.
So they're trying to avoid jamming this on the back. So even though red still sits 2, Nunavut have an opportunity here to continue to accumulate some yellow rocks in the rings.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the Nunavut second, Megan Ingram, and she's originally from Campbellford, Ontario, and she moved to Rankin Inlet about 5 years ago. Now, although she curled as a youngster, she's been away from curling from quite a while, and only came back to the sport a few years ago.
Wait it out, wait it out, wait it out.
It's good to see that she came back.
Absolutely, in a national championship, and just a little firm with that one.
That's unfortunate because now it gives Ontario a chance to clean out the yellow rocks, and although they'll still, if they sit there, they'll still have a pocket for Nunavut to draw down to.
Yep.
Yep, we gotta roll it. Yep. Roll it.
That's a good play. She rolls away from the middle and takes away that rock behind the tee line that Nunavut may have used to draw down to.
Indeed, now Nunavut's going to try to play the out-turn draw to the back counter in the forefoot.
Pretty difficult freeze with it being half covered by the rock in the top of the forefoot.
And one thing about this ice at the Hunt Club, though, I've noticed it has a very nice finish on draw shots. It runs a little straighter with firmer weight, but very nice curl in the ice and rocks here.
Yeah, Bill Duxton, the chief ice maker here, has done a wonderful job with the ice. Unfortunately, Megan comes up a bit heavy again and slips through the rings. Opportunity back to the Ontario team here.
So the first rock for Allison Singh coming. And Allison grew up with curling in the family. Her dad was a coach when she was young, and curling took precedence over the family sit-down dinner. If there was curling on TV, the dinner was in front of the television to watch curling.
Yeah, that's cool. And she's the other daughter of the lead. So quite a bit of pressure being applied to Nunavut here by the Ontario front end. This is the third for Nunavut team, Annette Boucher. She's born and raised in Rankin Inlet, so she's an original. She actually hunts caribou in her spare time. So I guess, did they call the freeze again there, Ken?
No.
Yeah, they're trying to come to that back red rock, but she kind of drifted a little wide on that one. Weight was fine.
So Ontario will remove this, and I think they probably wouldn't mind sitting right there.
Here comes Allison again. She's got a lot of experience in a lot of different levels of curling competition, right from bantams right up. She played competitively with her sister in many of those events, and it's not the result they were looking for.
Pretty good break for Nunavut. Now have a rock in the back of the button.
Sorry.
An opportunity maybe here just with a heavier draw just to tap back this rock that's sitting in the top of the forefoot and sit 2. What a turnaround.
Absolutely. They can use all the breaks they can get.
Yep.
been a better outcome if they'd gotten on that a bit sooner, Ken. The
Yeah, it
weight-
looked like she
weight was
slipped
good.
when she was coming out there. The weight was fine. Yeah, just a little slip on her delivery.
But it is out counting the two red rocks that are off on the other side of the sheet, so it's not all bad.
Yep.
Ontario will take the opportunity, though, to hit the rock in the back of the button and continue to force the play to the middle here. So this is Skip's first rock for the Guelph skip.
Yeah, Tina Mazerol, she was born in Buckens, Newfoundland.
Yeah! Hard!
Talked to her before the game about the correct pronunciation of her name, and she says often people want to add that, want to pronounce that E on the end, Mazzaroli. She says it's not Italian. So mission accomplished for the Ontario skip, and actually today is her wedding anniversary. So happy anniversary to Tina and her husband. Is her husband's name in there anywhere?
Andrew, and been married for 13 years as of today.
So now it's the first rock for the Nunavut skip. Her name is Angela Dale. She's originally from Nova Scotia. This event just brings people from all across our country and outside the country.
And Scotland. Yeah.
And she's been in Rankin Inlet for 14 years. And she's the one that's the president of the Kavik Curling Club. So they're still trying to make this draw down to the rock that's sitting just back button. And if she can make a perfect freeze here, it'd be difficult for Ontario to remove it.
Leave it. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Too bad.
Yeah, that didn't need any sweeping for sure. Just a little heavy and just didn't curl up enough.
The good news is she'll have another chance at it if Ontario hits and sticks right there.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa, 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 off. Whoa, whoa, right off.
I'm pretty sure they'll call this to roll away from there so they can eliminate the backing. Looks like she's got a piece of it.
Yeah. It's going to roll into the pocket and still sit. Looks like 2, or maybe 3.
Yeah.
So a bit of a pressure draw here for the Nunavut skip.
Yeah, no
Looking
kidding.
at 3 in the first end. She just threw it. Hopefully they'll have a better outcome. Sweepers are ready.
No.
It's got a lot of curling to do.
Whoa.
It finishes.
It's way out there, isn't it?
And stops.
The weight was very good.
Yeah. It was perfect.
The weight was perfect. So it could have been worse. At the end of one, it's Ontario 1-0. It's a steal one in the first end.
Oh, sorry, Mom.
Just between ends here, I'm just looking at the bio information for Tina Mazerol. She started curling in Buckens, Newfoundland in high school, in a 2-sheet club in Buckens, and she mentions an event that they have at the curling club. It's called the SOP Spiel, and in 2016 will be the 24th year for the Spiel. The original event was to save our plant, to save the ice plant.
Oh.
And it's something that she says many Buccaneers look forward to each year and plan vacations around. They host about 30 teams on the 2 sheets of ice over the weekend, and some long days running well into the next morning, either on the ice or the dance floor. Sounds like a great, fun event.
It does, Ken. So play is underway here after the steal of 1 in the first, and so Laura Cook-Davis has been asked to put this rock in the house. So sweepers are indicating that it's exactly where they want it. So it looks like all of the first ends are over, Ken. Want to review some of those scores?
Yeah. On sheet A, we have Newfoundland Labrador against Quebec. They're both in the A section, and Quebec has taken 3 in the first end.
Yes.
On sheet B,
Yes.
Northwest Territories, New Brunswick. They're both in the B, and
Yes. Yes.
Territories is 0-4, and New Brunswick's 2-2,
Whoa.
and they need a win to
Whoa.
keep pace, trying to get into the playoffs. And Territories is up 3-0 after the first end. There's no score on sheet C, where it's Northern Ontario and Manitoba. They're both in B, and Northern Ontario comes in with a 3-1 record, and Manitoba 1-3. And on D is another game of B event teams in Alberta and Yukon. Alberta's at 3-1, and Yukon's at 2-3. And in the first end, Yukon took 1. And on sheet F, Nova Scotia, Saskatchewan, they're in A, and Saskatchewan comes in at 3-1, and Nova Scotia needs a win. They're at 2-2, and they took 2 in the first end, go up 2-0.
The significance of the A and B that Ken mentions is that they're grouped into 2 pools, so there are 7 teams in each pool. And so out of the A pool, 3 teams will advance, and out of the B pool, 3 teams will advance. So that's how they divided them up, and so they each play 6 games, and the winner of the round robin advances directly to the semifinal, and the second and third place teams will cross over to the other pool and play a quarterfinal game, and that all happens tomorrow.
Yes.
Now there's always a possibility of tiebreakers.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I understand over the 7-year or the 6-year history prior to this one that there's normally lots of tiebreakers.
So our end's unfolding here. Ontario to put 2 rocks in the house, and Nunavut threw up the corner and just attempted to go around it, and just tapped the red one back. So Ontario sits 2. And are likely throwing up a guard here.
Line's okay. 4. We're to it. Line's good. Line's okay. 6. Yep, a little. Yep.
So you hear those numbers, and Ken, and that's an indication of where the sweepers think the rock is going to end up. So every zone in the house is broken into time factors. So like 1 is just over the hog line, and 6 is a 4 foot. So as you go through those numbers, so they called out a 6 there, indicating that they thought it was going to be right down to the perhaps even tapping the rocks in play, and it came up just a bit short, but it's a beautiful rock.
Yeah, that's a good shot by Allison. Allison started curling when she was 8 years old at the KW Granite Club, and they played out of the Guelph Curling Club, but they won the Travelers Provincials at the KW Granite, and that was pretty cool to get into this national event by winning the game at your original home club.
So this one is a bit wide of the target.
Whoa.
Might not have been a bad call to sweep that and go around that red situation.
I don't know if you were here last night, Barb, but the Nunavut team got off to a record-breaking start last night when they gave up an 8 end in the first end, and that has never happened in any national competition before. I was talking to Danny Lamoureux from Curling Canada, and he confirmed that was a first. Rough way to start, but historical. They're in the record book.
They're in the record book. I prefer to be on the positive side of that 8-ender, but have you ever had one?
No, I've had 7s, but never an 8.
I actually have an 8-ender.
Did you?
Got it in Cornwall a few years ago. So they're just trying to freeze down to this situation. It looks pretty good, actually.
Yes,
They should be
yes.
sweeping
Yes,
that.
and they got to sweep this one, I think.
Hard girls at tee. Good job.
It's actually in a pretty good spot, Ken.
Yeah, really, that one can be used now. Tough for Ontario to do anything with it.
It's getting a little messy here. So I think the call is for her to draw down to her own rock here that's sitting just in front of the tee line at the top of the forefoot.
Wait only.
Yellow rock is promotable,
Yep, keep
so
it coming. Yep, keep it coming. Yep, hard line, hard. Okay, well then, whoa, then, whoa. Okay.
well, that's quite the sandwich they have going there.
Yeah.
Tap.
Yeah, go down and hit that red. Jam the yellow into the red.
Lots of Nunavut fans surrounding us. I guess they're very happy to be here. An opportunity to visit the nation's capital.
Yeah, I want to thrill in. And they did go down to Parliament Hill yesterday. And
Yes, yes.
saw a
Yes!
wonderful picture that was taken down there in front of the Peace
Yes,
Tower.
yes,
that,
yes!
they all had the red
Yes!
Travelers umbrellas
Hard,
out, and
girls,
it was
hard!
quite a picture.
Hard.
Neat.
I think we'll probably see that one in the future as a promotion for this event and for Travelers.
I understand Travelers has been a great sponsor for this event. They took over from the Dominion, and all accounts are that it was a very good move. This event is really popular. I know the playdowns in the Ottawa area. I've never personally played in it myself, but it's very popular, and the level of competition is good to advance to this level, especially in Ontario. I imagine it's like that in the other provinces too.
Imagine it is. I know the team that represented Ontario last year, Mike Hall's team out of Cataraqui Golf and Country Club, where I play in Kingston. They're a very, very good team, and they lost the finals to Saskatchewan last year. And I know anytime we run into them at CAT that we have our hands full for sure.
Yeah.
These guys can play.
That's fine, Ellie.
So Ontario have placed a center guard here. There's still an opportunity to bang some yellow rocks here to get rid of some red ones. She just need a little more weight on her last one. So Annette is she
Yes!
works as a cargo
hard!
attendant at with an airline company. And our notes here,
Whoa.
she's the only Inuit member of the team. The rest are all transplants. Unfortunately, she came up light there.
Yeah, that doesn't help the Nunavut court.
Pretty good crowd here at the Ottawa Golf and Hunt Club. It's a beautiful facility. Great viewing area here for 6 sheets of ice.
Yeah, it's a tremendous club, and I was very impressed yesterday when I came in here for the first time during this event to see such a terrific crowd. There's a lot of people traveled with the teams, but there's also a lot of local folks coming out to take in the action here.
So this is the first of the skips rocks in second end.
Okay, this is okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
She's trying to cap off that yellow rock, so to prevent it from being promoted. It's a pretty well situated rock.
I pulled back a little.
Yeah, it's looking
Good shot. Nice. Came out a little
very tough here for Nunavut
Well, 12
to score.
So I guess she's going to try to run red onto yellow. I'm not really sure. There's a tremendous
hard to
amount of
say.
ice.
Yeah, unless she's just trying to come around to the rock in the left-hand part of the forefoot, but
I didn't really see the indication when she left, so.
heavy ice.
yeah, I missed that as well. And she looks like she's thrown that one a little wide of the broom. Starting to move a bit.
Let it curl. If it will.
She can put it in a position here where she can use it later. Again, her weight was phenomenal.
Yeah, the weight's very nice, and yeah, there's a chance she can use that with her next one. A little setup shot there.
Ontario are not having anything of it.
Yeah. Wisely.
That was a pretty good throw. Yeah.
I think she indicated that she'd like to hit this and get an inside roll. That would really put a stranglehold on this end.
Yeah, there's quite a pile in there that she can roll into, and just has to cross the nose a hair.
Whoa!
It's good, pretty firm. That should run straight. It's got a lot of handle on it too, so I think she's not going to get the roll she wanted.
So there's a small glimmer of hope here for Nunavut.
Yeah, I think their only shot is to play off of that one, in off of that Ontario stone.
It can come in this way, and hey,
She's not seeing it though.
how
Kim.
much ice?
She's going to try and make a difficult come around to tap her yellow one up.
Well, there's difficult and there's the impossible, so I think this is in the second category.
Especially since she needs to throw a little bit of weight. Like she needs to have at least like back 4, back 8 weight. Red are currently sitting 3. That is the tiniest little port she has to come through. She threw that pretty nice.
Yeah, that was a good delivery there.
Whoa! Whoa!
It's curling.
Okay, go. Yep. Go,
Sweepers
hard.
were sweeping for weight, and just
Bring it right in, girls.
Oh, she might have just put her in for the 4.
I think you're right, Barb.
Yep.
So we're going to move some rocks away here so you can get a better look at this. It's close.
There weren't a whole lot of rocks out of play in that end.
I would have thought Ontario would have wanted to keep it a little cleaner. So they're going to throw the measuring stick on this to see if Ontario have in fact stolen 3 or 4.
Megan, you have to go to the hog line.
And looking across
I
the
have to go to the hog
other games while we're waiting for this measure,
line. Waiting.
see on sheet A, Quebec has stolen one in the second end. They go up 4-0 over Newfoundland Labrador. And there are no other scores to report for after 2 ends.
So they're officials tracking down a measuring stick here for our sheet. So that's the difference between club play and this type of competitive event, is that the officials step in and he's asking them to position themselves so that he can move the measuring device freely. So whichever rock is closer, he will push the furthest one away. So it was in fact a steal of 4 for Ontario. So after 2 ends of play, the score is 5-0 for Ontario over Nunavut.
And other scores just posted on sheet F. Saskatchewan, Nova Scotia, it's now tied 2-2, and mentioned before, they're in Pool A, and Saskatchewan's at 3-1, and Nova Scotia needs a win. They're at 2-2. So to hang in for a shot, they need to win. Now Laura Davis Cook, mum and grandmom, she's got 2 granddaughters, and they're.
One of them's here.
Leah's at home, and Haley, who's 6 months old, is here cheering on with Grandpa. She's got quite a record in provincial play in Ontario. She's never been to a national event, though. Been in a lot of provincial events. Started curling when she was 15 years old at the Toronto Cricket and Skating and Curling Club in Toronto.
So we have an update on sheet B as well. It looks like Northern Ontario gave up a deuce.
Yeah, so New Brunswick, it's now 3-2
Yes!
for Northern Ontario. And New Brunswick, Pool B, they're at 2-2,
Yes,
so
yes,
they
hard.
also need a win to
Hard.
better their chances for getting into the playoffs.
Ati!
And on sheet C, Northern Ontario and Manitoba, Pool B, Northern Ontario with 3-1 record, Manitoba 1-3, and Manitoba has taken 2 in the second end to go up 2-0.
So in our game, Laura placed the first rock right on the button, and Nunavut followed up with an attempted corner guard, and which didn't make it over the hog line, so they had to remove it from play. So Laura's being asked to put a guard on this. They're pretty sure they want it in the rings.
Yeah, they don't need anything long. No long guards required.
Good sweeping.
And they get it there, yeah.
It didn't have the best line, but it's Still in play, and it's still in the rings.
Yeah, it's over curled, and so now Nunavut can play down to that Ontario rock in the 4-foot.
Yes. Hard, girls.
Barbara mentioned in earlier broadcasts, but this is the first time that Curling Canada has been involved in the presentation of the Travelers Curling Club Championship, and one of the things that has brought is the silver hearts that the players are proudly wearing. National championship, and the hearts emblematic of the provincial championship, and so nice addition to the Travelers event.
Yep. All the way, hard. Yep, hard, 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 hard. Right up, right up, right up. Okay. Good.
So the Nunavut lead in her attempted freeze on that rock in the button
Good
went
spot.
over curled and went deep, and so Ontario have elected to remove it. Just another note on the Nunavut lead. She lives in Rankin Inlet with her husband Mark, and she's been curling for 2 years. The second, Megan Ingram, she works for the government of Nunavut. A lot of finish in this spot. This one has much better lines.
Yes,
than
yes, yes, hard, 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 girls, hard.
Looks like a fine shot. They don't want to bounce it too far.
No, that's a good one.
Good shot. It's half under cover, and Ontario will have to deal with it. It's sitting right on the button.
That was awesome, Megan.
And here's Erin Cook throwing her second rock of this end. She notes that she's married, her husband Steve, they met at Western University in London, and Steve is originally from Bermuda, but he came to Canada to London to go to university, and he met Erin and stayed here. So she says that he's tried
Yep, yep.
curling a couple of times, but
Whoa, 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 whoa.
being a from
Bermuda
Bermuda, ice really isn't his thing. So.
It's kind of like the bobsled team from. So they removed the rock that was sitting on the button, but Nunavut still has the same opportunity to put one in play with backing.
Yes. Yes. Hard, girl.
I sense that they're not fond of the hitting game.
Hard. Whoa. No.
Looks like she's gonna drive this. I thought it might go a little farther than that, but it's
Yeah, I think she just got that started. She didn't get out to the brush there, and just the weight would have been fine if she could have gotten by that front red rock.
you see where they're putting the broom. There's a huge amount of curl on this side.
Yeah, it's terrific.
Lots of room.
As long as you don't throw it narrow.
Yeah,
Lots of room.
they're heavy.
Yep, line's good. Line's good. Shot 12 if you can.
So Ontario are just putting another rock in play here, just to try and prevent that opportunity for Nunavut to freeze down to, or tap back some of their rocks behind the tee line. She's persistent. This Nunavut's good. She's still trying for this freeze, this draw freeze.
Yeah, they're not hitting, not trying to hit anything here.
Yes. 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 Whoa. Whoa. Yes. Yes. Sorry, guys.
So it just comes up a little bit light on that. And actually, in effect, is helping Ontario guard this situation very well.
Yeah, they're struggling, but you got to give them credit. You know, they were sweeping that one hard, and then the thrower came down to try to help sweep. Great spirit.
Line's good.
I spoke with them before the game. Their spirits are good. They're so happy to be here, and they're very proud of their accomplishment.
As they should be. Yeah.
Okay, line's okay. Just for weight.
I've been curling for 30 years, and I've never been to a national championship, Ken. So.
I've been to lots of them and never played in any.
Oh yeah. Okay, correction.
Yes. Yes.
She could play a top on her own yellow one that is sitting just outside the 12-foot.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a possibility here.
Oh, she has the weight. The line's
Hard,
pretty
hard,
good.
hard, hard. Whoa.
Nice. Good shot. Oh,
Terrific
almost,
shot.
Yeah.
Didn't end up shot, but it was a nice try. Good shot.
Even the Ontario team are congratulating her. You know, they're from a very small town too, these Nunavut girls. The population is only 2,500, and as we mentioned before, fly-in only.
And you can go caribou hunting in your spare time.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
So Tina's going to try and close off this side.
Okay. Yep. Line's good. Do we have enough to bounce? Nope. Yeah. No. Let it die. Let it die. Ah.
So there is a possibility for Nunavut to come down and tap yellow onto red and end up being
Sorry, I
shot.
thought we had enough to bounce. Oh, yeah.
And Tina was trying to cover that up. But it looks like Nunavut are going to play the same raise that they just made. With a little bit of weight, I think she could possibly get to red and tap it back enough to sit two.
Yeah, I think the shot's there for sure. It's just got to be the perfect combination of distance and direction. So Angela will try to sort of duplicate the shot that her third Annette Boucher just made. Just a little bit heavier, and she could get to that red counter. Sit two.
So this is her first stone in the third end. Quite wide of the intended target. She's going to slip right by, and
Yeah, she kind of drifted out of the hack there and set that one out.
I think her weight was really close. She's had tremendous
Her weight has been.
shot weight for the shots she's calling. She's been a little challenged by the line.
Yeah.
I think Ontario will probably try and block this so that she doesn't have the opportunity to try it again. So with Ontario, with their by the virtue of their 4-0 record, are guaranteed a minimum of a tiebreaker, with only
Where is it?
2 games to play, and with this one
Whoa, whoa.
in hand, their chances of advancing to the playoff round are looking very good.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, they sure are, and we'll have to do a double check on the standings. Well, there are.
Yeah, they're at 4-0, and
Yeah, PEI is 4-1, so they're keeping
Yeah, it was really nice.
pace with Ontario on the win side, and Saskatchewan 3-1, and then we go down to 2-2 for Nova Scotia. So, yeah, Ontario with a win here, is definitely going to be in the playoffs. And they'd love to be in first place so that they get a pass directly to the semifinals.
so Angela's going to make an attempt at this little tap that we talked about earlier. If she can make contact with her rock, she may be able to push the red one off the button. But this time she's actually a little narrow of the target.
Yeah, and this one's light and tight.
Whoa! Whoa.
So it's another steal for Ontario. And at the end of 3 ends, it's 6-0 for Ontario over Nunavut.
And across the sheets on A with Newfoundland and Labrador and Quebec, it's now 4-2 Quebec after 3. Sheet B with the Territories and New Brunswick, it's 4-2 for the Territories. They're looking for their first win, and New Brunswick looking to hang in. They're at 2-2. They need a win. On sheet D, it's now 4-1 for Alberta over Yukon. On sheet F,
Forgot C.
I couldn't see it.
Oh,
Just because I couldn't see the board. I'll get back to the B. On F, it's now 3-2 for Saskatchewan over Nova Scotia. And Saskatchewan in Pool A is 3 wins. Nova Scotia needs a win, and they're at 2-2. They need a win to hang in. And back on B, score is 4-2 with the Territories over New Brunswick. Oh, C. Northern Ontario and Manitoba. And the score is 2-1 for Manitoba after 3 ends. Now Northern Ontario 3-1 in Pool B, Manitoba 1-3. So Manitoba's got to win their next 2
Corner
to
guard.
have a shot at a playoff.
You want this one?
so Ontario have
This way or
started
this
this end
way?
by putting a rock in the house. Probably a little short of what they wanted, but it is in counting in the top 12 foot. So Nunavut are going to throw up a corner guard.
Oh.
Rushers are standing by, but no sweeping required. Looks like it's in the rings. Maybe not.
Yeah, they got the corner.
So Ontario will want to keep the pressure on here, and Tina's asking Laura to tap this rock in the 12 foot up into the 4 foot. And the shooter will protect it.
And so Laura, with her second shot, she said back in the day she was banned from watching her girls play in the junior events. She was banned by the other parents because they said that the girls didn't curl as well as when she was watching. So temporarily banned. She was pardoned because husband Jim was the coach, so she got the pardon from the coach.
So she didn't successfully complete that tap. It overcurled, and she ended up just splitting these two red rocks, each be biting the 8 foot. So. Nunavut are going to try and draw around one of those.
Have they called any hits, Nunavut?
Yes! Yes! Whoa! Whoa!
They've called a tap or two, but not too many hits.
Yeah.
Yep!
This little corner freeze could be handy. Ooh.
Just a little bounce, which will enable Ontario to remove it from play.
Called very little ice there, just actually inside the edge of the rock with a little bit of weight down the center line or close to the center line, and running it very nicely.
There's quite a wall of red forming here at the front of the house. It'd actually be a good thing if Nunavut could get one in behind here.
Yeah, that's where they're going to try.
So it looks like they're going to draw around those two red rocks that are sitting touching the 8 foot.
Well, they couldn't get a little hit and roll off the other red one if it curls a hair more. Almost.
Just the standard single standard follow. 3 times stainless top. Order number 2. What they did with the 300 is they did 2. They brought the 4, 2. So they line up. 156.
Whoa, guys, whoa. No.
So Ontario are going to make a play on this yellow rock and probably sit right there. Ontario are playing very well.
Yeah, they haven't holding a lot of pressure on them, but they're making a lot of shots. And I guess that helps. I mean, shots makes it easier.
So Megan had the right weight on her last rock. She just got a little wide of the broom and it didn't finish for her.
What? Yes! Hard, girls, hard. Whoa.
And another one where the weight was fine, just the line was the problem.
And Ontario will just take this out of play. They wouldn't even mind if they lost the back one.
Oh, no.
This one's tracking a little bit. It's probably going to tick it sideways. No, through the hole.
What?
She got just enough of it to remove it. I guess she was a little wide of the broom, and they were lucky to get a piece of that. She rolled out, so it's an opportunity here for a little tap and sit in front of that red rock in the 4 foot.
Anu, just tap it, okay? Tap.
Looks like she might have got it going a little bit on her delivery.
Yes, hard, hard, hard.
Yeah, and I think Annette's struggling with the weight here too.
Good job, good sweeping.
But the skip continues to encourage her players.
Yeah, very positive, and it's good to see.
A lot of room. Line will be okay though, I think.
So I guess they're just trying to cover this up to take away the freeze tap opportunity.
Yeah, keep it coming. Line's really good. Keep it going. Yep, keep it going. Hard. Yep. Yep, a little more, a little more. Gotta go. Every inch. Go, go, go. Hard, 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 hard. Good, Ellie.
It's well played. Good spot.
Yeah, good spot, especially given Nunavut's unwillingness to make hits. They could hit it, but where are they trying to come?
I think they're tapping one of those rocks that are just in the 12 foot. I think.
It's good, guys.
She slips on by and right through the rings, and Ontario will have another chance to generate even more pressure.
Oh, Nunavut skip just went down, but she bounces up. She's smiling.
She's on TV. She didn't hurt herself like Brad Gushu did, though.
I was just going to say we don't want any more Brad Gushu falls out here. So Ontario just going to tap probably the inside rock closest to the center line. It's in front, 12 foot. Add to the challenge for Skip Angela Dale from Nunavut.
Yep. Yep, line. Okay, that's fine. Keep it coming. Yep.
Well done. Ontario now sit 5.
Try to come in this way. Sit here. Front.
She could actually make this shot with the outturn, the shot she's talking about. She could come through by that long yellow guard with maybe backline weight. She's not looking at that angle.
Need ice here, right?
No.
There's no way. It's not going to come. It's not going to get past the guard if I go the other way. What if you go this way? You might have.
Really don't know what she's thinking with.
She doesn't think she can get by the guard the other way, but if she threw the outturn with a little bit of weight, like make hack or something, it might run a little straighter for her.
Be track pretty straight. That's right. That's pretty much the only shot she's got right here. At least to sit and
try to go in that way,
count
and
one.
if it curls too much, maybe we'll tap something in. It'll jam. But.
So this is a first of Angela's rocks in the fourth end. So it looks like she threw a little bit of weight, but I think she was narrow.
Better sweep that one.
Whoa. Whoa. Well, that one's now. Think positive. It's still good because you opened up a bit. Yeah.
So she managed to clear off the center guard that was there. But she did promote another Ontario stone into the house.
Yeah, so Ontario sitting 6, with 1 to come. 1 Ontario, 1 to come, and Nunavut will have last shot, of course.
Imagine Tina's just trying to put up a guard here. Maybe something just biting the rings. A lot of rotation on this rock. It's going to take a while for it to curl. But there it comes.
It's moving now.
Pretty effective guard.
Yep.
Well, she has 2 rocks she can tap up. The one that she's looking at now, Ken, I don't know if she can get into scoring range, but she could at least maybe eliminate some of the red counters. Did she just fall again?
Yes, she did. Don't know if she hit something on the ice, or it looks like maybe she did.
Things are going from bad to worse for Angela Dale.
Well, let's hope she makes this shot with this angle raise towards the 4 foot. And she could get shot with a great one. We're very impartial, but we hope she makes the shot.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Well, you can actually also
Whoa.
click on the team's name will use this.
Really needs to curl. It's actually on the red rocks, and she's gonna.
Come on, guys. Oh, that's
She outcounted one of them.
Yeah, I think that's a mittful more for Ontario
Yep.
in the 4th.
So it's a score, steal of 5, and after 4 ends of play, it's 11-0 for Ontario over Nunavut.
And we're going for a short break between the 4th and 5th ends. We'll be back shortly, and with the 5th end in our feature game, and we'll update you on all the other scores across the 6 sheets. Be back soon.
Before there was ice, there was our hallway at home. I was always the shy, quiet kid who loved math. But when I saw math come alive in the geometry of the game, I found my passion and my voice. It's a game of precision, a game of inches. It's the equation that now defines who I am.
This curling season of champions brings clans from across your native land to engage in a battle of wits on a frozen sheet of hellfire. So go on, live it live.
The Tim Hortons Briar is at TD Place in Ottawa, March 5th to 13th. Be there and live it live.
Hi, welcome back to the Ottawa Curling Club. Sorry, the Ottawa Golf Curling Club. We're picking up play after 4 ends at the Travelers Championship. We have a complete women's draw going on here this afternoon. And in our feature game, Ontario versus Nunavut, Ontario are off to an 11-0 lead after 4 ends.
And we'll just do a quick run across the sheets. On sheet A, Newfoundland, Labrador, and Quebec. And it's 4-3 for Quebec after 4 ends. Sorry. On sheet B, Northwest Territories and New Brunswick, scorers tied at 4. Sheet C, Northern Ontario, Manitoba, scorers tied at 2. And big outbreak by Alberta on sheet D against Yukon. They took 3 in the second, took 1 in the third, and stole 5 more in the 4th end to go up 9-1. And on sheet F, it's Saskatchewan, Nova Scotia, and it's 5-2. Nova Scotia scored 2 in the first, and Saskatchewan went 2-1-2 in the second, third, and fourth. So they're looking to add to their 3-1 record in Pool A. Looks like they're in pretty good control, 5-2 after 4 ends.
Good try.
So in our game, as with every other end, the first rock is in the rings. It slipped to the back of the forefoot, but the Nunavut corner guard attempt came up short, so it's being removed from play. And now Laura will attempt to put another rock in play in front of the one that's in the back of the forefoot. It's been all Ontario. There's no question, but I like the spirit of the Nunavut girls. They were just in here on the break, and they're still chatty, and they're still, very optimistic with their not about winning the game, but their attitudes are very optimistic with their friends and family that are here with them.
Yeah, terrific. Yeah.
Come on. Good sweep.
I don't think I could have that same positive attitude that they have.
But they're very young. We don't get their ages in their bio here, but when you're up close to them, they're very young, these girls.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
And the degree of difficulty of their shots is, I mean, freezes are so tough. And call after call after call, it's a freeze attempt, and it's difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, her weight was great.
Perfect. Right.
But it's open, and it gives Ontario a chance to remove it and roll into the middle. Oh, I just had a panic attack. I couldn't find my glasses.
Good. Okay. I thought we were.
So once again, Ontario applying a lot of pressure here. 2 rocks in the rings, a guard out front. The rock in the 4-foot is in the back of the house, and there is an opportunity to come draw down to it. It just Nunavut have been unable to find that sweet spot with the line and the weight.
Yes. Ati. Hard. Hard, hard, hard. Whoa. Whoa. No, no.
So that was an attempt to freeze down to the rock at the back of the 4-foot. Again, the line was perfect,
Yep.
but she just comes up short on the weight side.
So here's one of the Laura Davis Cook's daughters, Erin, throwing her second rock of the 5th end. And I note in her bio information, I referred earlier to how Laura mentioned that she had been banned from watching the girls play, and Erin makes note of it, saying during junior curling, my mom was often banned from watching us play because she stressed us out too much. But often we knew that if she suddenly got up out of her chair and walked away, we were about to call something really stupid.
A little behind the glass coaching, just with body language.
Yeah, where'd you go?
Yeah.
Yes.
So not really sure what Ontario were calling there, Ken. The rock ended up just biting the 8-foot in the wide open side. Must have just didn't finish for them, or
Yeah, sorry I missed the call also. But Ontario sitting 4, and Allison Singh throwing her first shot. In turn draw.
so she wants to come around this yellow guard and take away that draw opportunity for Nunavut.
Yeah. Line's really good. Line's really good. Yep. Yep, you can bring it. Line's good.
Well done.
Okay.
Yeah, called and made. Very nice. Blocks off the 4-foot. Somewhat.
Hop back.
I'd like to see her just put the broom beside the rock and just call for a heave-ho.
Yeah. Really. Well,
Somebody went down over there.
another player down on sheet B, but she's bounced back up. Looks okay.
Yes.
Well, they're playing
Whoa.
the tap, but there's no weight here, so it's
No, no.
Struggles continue for Nunavut. Ontario can take another stranglehold on this end here with a well-placed rock here. You know, in addition to Nunavut not throwing any hits, Ontario haven't really thrown very many hits.
Yep.
Yeah, they haven't had to really, but when they have, they've made them very nicely. Another good shot by Ontario.
I think she still wants. I thought she'd play that middle one again.
Yeah, middle one to maybe move a couple of reds out of the way and open up the forefoot.
This is a takeout, Ken. It's quiet.
Quiet takeout.
Yep.
Well, she's on the middle yellow.
So Ontario continues to sit
Bunch.
3, 4 maybe.
Oh, sorry. Okay, guard.
So at this point, she's just trying to guard the little piece of the forefoot that's showing that Nunavut could possibly draw to.
Yeah, there's nothing really, nothing else.
All of their raise opportunities are staggered onto another rock, so.
There's a possibility they could play an out turn on that yellow on the right-hand side of the center line, but that'd be tough as well.
Line's fine. Yep. 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 Yep.
Seems like the more ice you
Yep.
take, the more it curls here.
Yep.
Yeah, really.
Oh, I always want her to bounce off. And she doesn't.
Just looking at our monitor here, and we
Just have to sit here.
wondering if there was maybe an out-turn play on that yellow rock that's corner frozen to two rocks in the 12-foot, but it looks like she's going to try and draw into the 4-foot. This is Angela's first rock in the 5th end. She's looking at a wall of rocks, mostly red. Do you think maybe Ontario are even hoping that she makes one of these?
Yeah. Oh, I am.
I know I am.
No.
They could sweep.
It's got possibilities.
But again, the weight looks fantastic.
Yep. Yep.
Oh my goodness. Oh, well done.
Yep. The sweepers forgot to get there. A big hand for Nunavut. Great shot by Skip Angela Dale. Yeah, her weight's been fantastic all game, as you've mentioned many times, Barb. Yeah.
It has. It's she's just needed to find that combination of the right line at the right time, as she had the right weight.
Just like golf, distance and direction is only two things that matter.
Yeah, curling's so complicated. In turn, out turn, the right weight, the right line, the broom.
3 team members.
Yeah.
Mates.
So I'm not sure she's just trying to guard Angela's opportunity to get a second one here, or is she trying
Play
to
over and off.
draw right down to this to prevent a second point?
Stop.
Yeah, she's calling over and off. I guess it's a guard and just
I think
doesn't
we
want to go
want
over
it to
curl
stop.
because she could give her a shot at making another great draw in there. And she will have that opportunity.
Again, a tremendous amount of curl there.
So we can't take enough ice over there. It can't be like, no.
Angela may have to go on to the next sheet. Do you think there's room for her to get in there for another one, Ken? No, there isn't. That red one at the back is going to prevent her, unless she ever got to the inside of her own, but I...
Yeah, that'd be real tough.
Yeah.
But, got to try.
Small
She's got the broom in the same place as the last shot, right at the edge of the 12-foot.
That was a phenomenal draw by Angela. Good for her. Now there is an expectation that the teams will play 6 ends. So in case those of you out there are wondering why, being down by such a huge deficit, why you might not concede the game, but expectation is that you play 6 ends.
Yeah, I think that's a rule. And that one's a little heavy, so
A little too heavy.
they get one for Nunavut.
One yellow.
Oh, everybody in the crowd here is cheering for the single that Nunavut just scored. So after 5 ends, the score is 11-1 for Ontario over Nunavut.
And we'll do another quick run across the other scores. It's 8-3 for Quebec over Newfoundland Labrador. After 5, Quebec took 4 in the 5th. As I mentioned before, they're in Pool A, and Quebec is sitting at 1-3, so they need to win their next 2 games to have a hope of getting into a playoff or tiebreaker. On B, it's New Brunswick, Northwest Territory, 6-4 New Brunswick. They stole 2 in the 5th. On C, it's 4-2 Manitoba over Northern Ontario, and Northern Ontario is at 3-1, and looks like they are in a little bit of danger of dropping the second loss. And D, it's 9-2 for Alberta over
Thanks, I'm not used to
Yukon, with a steal of 5 in the 4th, and then Yukon came back with 1 in the 5th.
Oh.
Still
Can you
5 in the
pass me
4th,
my
and then
grip?
Yukon
I
came
don't
back with 1 in the 5th. And on sheet F, it's been all Saskatchewan since the first end when Nova Scotia took 2, but Saskatchewan has answered with 6 straight points to go 6-2 after 5 ends.
So back to our game. I'm pretty sure Angela is calling for a center guard here.
Now, this is the first time in the game that Ontario's had last rock.
Looks okay. Yep.
We'll see how that works out.
My grip back
So she had great weight. She just slid a little narrow, and as a result, she ended up putting up a corner guard for Ontario instead of a center for her own team. Ontario are going to stay clear of it. Put a rock on the open side.
Right in. Nice, Laura.
Well, Laura's had tremendous draw weight in this game.
Yeah, she played very well.
So Nunavut are calling for to draw around their own corner.
Yes, yes. It's good, girls. Whoa.
And now Nunavut has 2 corner guards.
Ontario will now take an opportunity to draw around those. They have last rock. Corner guards are in place. Sweepers are indicating that it looks like it's a bit heavy, so it could, if it's in the back of the house, it could leave Nunavut an opportunity to draw down to it.
We're back. We're back.
You might want to think about taking this through.
Yeah, just don't leave it there.
Tap.
So the call here is for Megan to tap this rock that's sitting on the tee line. Just tap it back a bit, sit in front of it.
Yep. Yes. Yep.
The line is good
Yep,
if she has the
that's it.
weight.
Hard,
it's a
girls.
little
Hard,
bit
hard, hard.
on the light side, but
Good sweeping.
a little bit different strategy here in this end.
Middle's wide
Used
open.
to.
Yep. Whoa. Uh-oh. That's fine there. Okay. Works.
I think Ontario manages to squeeze another one onto the rings with the virtue of that hit and roll,
little scary.
removing the guard that Nunavut had placed there.
Yeah, good shot. She got rid of the guard and she rolled into the edge of the 12-foot. So.
Nunavut are going to go back to this side and hopefully place one under cover.
It's gonna have to be something.
This time it looks like she's got the right
Yep.
weight, but her
Whoa.
line's off a bit. And they managed to remove that and get a bit of a roll, but
That's
It
one
re-
that Nunavut can use, though.
it really is something they could come and sit on. And so that's a freeze, the call to freeze. So let's see if they can find that oh so difficult combination of weight and line here.
Yep.
It looked okay out of her hand.
So it looks
Might be
a
a little
little
heavy.
hot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad.
So Ontario's sitting 4 with 4 to come.
Including the hammer.
No then. No.
So they're trying to put one in front of it here to prevent that
Pretty good.
Nunavut freeze.
Leave it open. Okay. Die now.
No,
Somewhere
it didn't
sideways. Okay,
do
good,
the
Allie.
job. Well, it did. Yeah. Thought it was over curling, but it's a good shot.
Yes, 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 yes. Yes, hard girls. Whoa.
This time her line was better, but her weight was off.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, they've used up a lot more time than Team Ontario. Nunavut are down to 11 minutes and a full 5 minutes less than the Ontario team.
And I'm
Yeah, well, Ontario doesn't have to spend a whole lot of time thinking about what they're going to play, and then all the other sheets are down to
Let it
less
curl a
than
bit if you can.
Yeah, true
around
enough.
10 less than 10 minutes. Ontario's is
Whoa.
about 16.
Whoa. Just here.
The games are timed, and they run the clock on thinking time now. So the time that they spend thinking and talking about the shot, as opposed to the time it takes for the rock to travel down the ice.
Yeah, it was a terrific innovation introduced by the Grand Slam of curling games.
Draw. What's the time?
So Ontario have put up a center guard here, and
Okay.
looks like Angela's going to try and draw around that. And she's had great draw weight, so if she could find the right line here, she could put some pressure on Ontario.
Absolutely, that's not a shot that Ontario wanted right there, to throw a center line guard. Or Nunavut trying to steal a point. She's had great weight. Just see if you can stick another one in there.
Here it comes. There's the big finish.
They keep it curling.
Weight's great again.
Yeah,
Well done.
right in the T line.
She's probably going to throw a quiet takeout at this. She can see most of it, I'm sure. Yes, she can.
You can see the whole thing, right? And a cheer goes up for Team Alberta. The shaking hands after 6 ends. Alberta over Yukon. And score after 5 was 9-2. And we'll give you the final when it's posted.
No. Yeah. Whoa, no. No.
Lots of handle on this one.
This might be the first takeout she's thrown. And manages to save her shooter. And Ontario
And-
sits 6.
6 with a splittable rock in front of the house.
Same shot.
And last rock advantage.
Yeah.
So she just threw this.
Okay.
And the final score on sheet D, Alberta and Yukon, was 10-2 Alberta. So Alberta goes to 4-1 and Yukon 2-4, so they'd be pretty much eliminated from any further play after the round robin. I think Angela might have got a little wide with this one.
She does have a rock she can come to and be shot here, though.
Yeah.
Wait it out. Yep.
Her weight was spot on again.
Yeah, it's been terrific. Weight's been great.
2 red.
Ontario sitting
Oh, okay.
2.
Why you look at me like that?
So there won't be any more 8-enders here.
So this is the last rock for Tina. She's sitting 2.
And another game's finished up. Sheet A, they're finished after 6 ends. Quebec led 8-3 after 5. So I assumed that they stole something in 6. Put an end to that one.
So it looks like this last rock of Tina's has picked up some debris, and it's totally been thrown offline.
Yeah.
But she still has, she's still sitting 2, so she still scores 2. Imagine if that had happened on her first one when Nunavut had that nice rock in the forefoot.
Yeah, really.
So the score after 6
timing.
ends is 13-1, and they're shaking hands.
So Ontario now goes to 5-0, assuring themselves of a place in the playoffs, and they could well be ending up in first place, which would give them a direct pass to the semifinals. There's no other scores to report. No more finals. Saskatchewan still up on Nova Scotia 6-2. Still tied Northern Ontario, Manitoba 4-4. And playing on sheet B, it's 6-5 Newfoundland Labrador over the Northwest Territories. So that's it for our feature game. And just to let you know, the next draw, draw 13, will be on at 4 o'clock this afternoon. Men's round robin games, and it'll be Manitoba against Alberta. So hope you can tune in later on, and thanks for watching.
It's been a pleasure, Ken.
My pleasure, Barb. Thank you.
Bye.